How do you know when you're ready?
When you can no longer keep it inside. Our inner child needs us. It's time to save him. It's time to go for his liberation. You're ready when there's no option anymore. You're ready when you don't want to keep that pain inside anymore and forever. You're ready when you're willing to die for him. To die as a false identity, as a fake mask. To come back and reclaim your authentic spark that is waiting in the pain, in the unseen pain. And that will lead to a profound sense of inner intimacy, unity, and power. Because when you feel what you refuse to feel, you are saying, I am so strong that I'm capable of feeling the worst pain there is on earth. That's how strong I am.
What parts of sexual trauma aren't solved by just feeling the emotions of it?
Good question. The parts that need growing up. So the parts that are stuck in a perspective that is dysfunctional. For example, the parts that think that sexuality is bad, for example, that it's not about feeling, because you're going to feel the trauma and it's not going to change anything. It's more about like, how do we help these parts learn again that sexuality is not bad? How do we grow up to a more mature perspective? Or for example, the tendency to not set boundaries. You can feel your anger, but if you never act on it and actually set the boundary, you're not learning, you're not growing. So this part will stay stuck in a childlike perspective. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Growing up, not perceiving things through the lens of the kid, which requires to feel and to change the way we look at things. That is growing up. So for me personally, it really felt in my life like learning again. So with my therapist, I literally had to relearn human relationships because I didn't understand anything. I didn't understand boundaries. I didn't understand consent. I didn't understand sexual desire. I didn't understand connection. I didn't understand intimacy and all these things. So we had to learn, and we had to do role play with my therapist, where she would be like, "Okay, do we feel like we are connected? Yes, no. What do you feel? Do you feel scared? Do you feel safe? Do you want to ask me questions?" And that way I learn to communicate again and not stay suppressed. That's the growing up, which has nothing to do, not so much to do with feeling, but more to the action of learning. Does that make sense?
Yes. I feel like I need that too. Can we do that
Yeah,
on our
please.
one-on-ones?
It's
Like, I
required.
feel like I don't know much about like relationships and like connection and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, we will do it. There's no escape from it. It's included in my work, and it's very important part of the work. That's why if we only do feeling stuff, like only the yoga, we're gonna make it's gonna take much more time to heal because we're not growing up psychology. That's why I use a word that is integral, that integrates psychology, body-based method, and spirituality. So we get all of it, and not just good at feeling, but bad at the losing relationship. That would be quite unfortunate. It's not what we want.